That's not good.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
That's not good.
Okay, don't stay calm.
In the heart of Antarctica lies a captivating tale of an extraordinary penguin whose survival story captured the imaginations of many, a journey that could easily be mistaken for a fairy tale. Allow me to introduce you to Happy Feet, the emperor penguin. Happy Feet's story begins June 20th, 2011, when he found himself unexpectedly far from the icy landscapes of Antarctica, eventually making landfall on Peka Peka Beach in New Zealand. It was there that a woman named Christine Wilton stumbled upon him during one of her routine walks with her dog. Happy Feet had traveled a jaw-dropping 2,000 miles, likely because he got lost and made a wrong turn. Happy Feet's arrival in New Zealand presented an unexpected and daunting challenge. Confused by the white sands resembling his snowy habitat, he consumed sand, sticks, and stones, leading to severe illness. Recognizing the seriousness of his condition, wildlife officials intervened, transporting him to the Wellington Zoo, where he underwent multiple surgeries to remove about 6 pounds of sand he'd consumed. He was later placed in a cool room designed to mimic his natural habitat as he started a 72-day journey to recovery, sustained by a diet of fish slurry. Happy Feet's remarkable resilience and determination to overcome adversity propelled him to global fame, captivating hearts around the world. When it was time to say goodbye, over 1,200 people signed a big farewell card, and more than 270,000 people watched online as he was released back into the wild. On August 29, 2011, Happy Feet was put back into the Southern Ocean from a research ship, still 1,200 miles from Antarctica. A satellite tracker let everyone who cared about him monitor his progress as he made his way back to the icy waters where he belonged. The heartwarming story of Happy Feet offers us a glimpse into the fascinating world of emperor penguins, the undisputed kings of the bird world. Their resilience and ability to flourish in the harshest conditions serve as a beacon of inspiration. Standing proudly at heights of up to 1.22 meters and weighing approximately 45 kilograms, these majestic creatures transcend mere avian status. They embody strength and the determination to withstand the unforgiving Antarctic cold. However, the emperor penguin isn't the only star of the penguin world. A diverse array of 17 to 19 distinct penguin species exists, each boasting its own captivating narrative and unique characteristics. For example, there are tiny blue penguins from Australia and New Zealand, darting through the water with the grace of water fairies. In contrast, the majestic emperor penguins of Antarctica command attention with their sheer magnificence. Then there are the regal king penguins, exuding an air of authority as they preside over the sub-Antarctic islands. Perhaps the endangered African penguin stands out for its distinctive vocalizations, adding a unique flair to the penguin symphony. And let's not forget the Galapagos penguin, a truly unique species residing near the equator where you wouldn't expect to find penguins. It's fascinating to note that penguins inhabit a wide array of environments beyond the icy world of Antarctica. In fact, many thrive in warmer or even tropical locales across various regions of the globe. From the towering emperor penguins to the petite blue penguins, standing at a mere 30 to 33 centimeters in height, each species possesses unique adaptations tailored to its specific habitat, enabling it to thrive in its respective environment. One of the most heartwarming stories revolves around the remarkable journey of emperor penguins. These penguins face the brutal Antarctic winter head-on. They actually make a trek that can stretch up to 75 miles just to get to where they need to go for breeding. And when they gather, we're talking thousands in one spot. Now, they time their breeding season during the coldest part of the year, from April to December. And you might wonder, why pick such a freezing time? Well, it's because the sea ice is just right, thick and solid enough to hold their colonies. and these breeding sites aren't close to the sea. They can be over 120 miles away. They choose these spots for their reliability through the tough winter months. When they finally get there, the female lays just one egg. Then she does something pretty incredible. She hands it over to her mate and dashes back to the sea for a well-deserved feast. Now it's up to the male to keep this egg safe and warm through the long, dark winter. He does this by balancing the egg on his feet and wrapping it in a skin flap called a brood pouch. It's like a natural, cozy egg blanket that keeps the chill out and the warmth in, exactly what the egg needs to hatch. This endeavor takes a toll, with some fathers shedding up to 12 kilograms during this period, all in a bid to ensure the survival of their offspring. The harsh conditions they endure are formidable, with temperatures plummeting below minus 50 degrees Celsius and winds ranging at speeds surpassing 124 miles per hour. Yet their unwavering dedication to their chicks knows no bounds. But here's where it gets even more interesting. These dad penguins have a secret survival tactic, the huddle. They bunch up together to stay warm, which works so well that the middle of the huddle can hit up to 35 degrees Celsius. Despite it being toasty in there, they've got a way to keep the eggs from overheating. They slow down, take little penguin naps, and rely on their fat stores, not eating anything the whole time they're egg sitting. The big moment comes when the egg hatches and the little chick is all in on dad for warmth and something called crop milk for food. It's a tough couple of months until mom comes back from her sea trip. Once she's back, she takes over chick duty and dad can finally hit the buffet in the sea. When he returns, they tag team, taking turns feeding and looking after their fluffy youngster until it's ready to take on the world. This communal warmth ensures that every member of the group has an opportunity to benefit from the coziest spot at the center, showcasing an inspiring display of teamwork. Emperor penguin feathers are also very thick, providing additional insulation against the cold. Coupled with a layer of fat, this insulation not only keeps them warm, but also aids in blending seamlessly with the ocean environment, whether they're diving deep underwater or skimming near the surface. This camouflage serves a dual purpose, allowing them to sneak up on prey and evade potential predators. Their robust bones also enable them to dive to great depths in search of food, showcasing their remarkable adaptability and survival skills in the challenging marine environment. When it comes to feeding, these penguins mainly eat fish, krill, and squid. For them, having the right amount of sea ice near them is crucial for finding food. If there's too much or too little ice, it becomes tough for them to get enough to eat. This situation really shows how connected their lives are to their surroundings. The changes in the weather and climate affect the sea ice that is so critical for their eating and breeding habits. Too much ice melting can mess up their breeding, and if there's too much ice, they have to travel farther to find food. These challenges show how important their icy home is and the big impact that climate change could have on their survival. When they go out to find food, emperor penguins can dive incredibly deep, up to 564 meters, around 1,850 feet, and stay underwater for as long as 20 minutes. However, they usually don't go that deep. Most of the time, they stay around 50 meters under the surface, which is where they find plenty of food. In the cold, dark water, their eyes are really sharp, helping them spot and catch their food fast and with great skill. Their bodies are built to move through water easily, allowing them to pursue fish and squid with ease. In addition to their agile swimming abilities, these resourceful birds have been observed swallowing stones, a behavior believed to aid in both sinking deeper into the water and assisting with the digestion process by potentially grinding up their food. This adaptation further showcases their ingenuity and adaptability in their marine environments. Bringing these ice-adapted birds into our world has been a blend of ambitious aspirations, compassionate care, and a thirst for knowledge. The journey began as early as the 1930s with endeavors such as those led by Malcolm Davis from the National Zoological Park in 1940. Davis ventured to bring emperor penguins a considerable distance from their icy habitats to live in captivity. Surprisingly, these penguins thrived under human care, some even living for as long as 6 years in captivity. These early tries were full of challenges, showing how much we had to learn about such a special kind of bird. But every challenge taught us something new. leading to better ways to take care of penguins. For example, Aalborg Zoo made a special cold house just for emperor penguins, a big step forward in taking care of them in captivity. Now, places like SeaWorld San Diego have had success in breeding them, with more than 20 birds born since the 1980s. Zoo homes for these penguins have equally changed a lot, trying to make them as similar as possible to their natural habitats. The Detroit Zoo, for instance, has worked hard on its penguin area with a 25-foot deep pool that lets the penguins dive and swim like they do in the wild. These improvements show a big effort from zoos and aquariums everywhere to respect the natural ways of penguins, help with conservation, and teach people about these fantastic birds. Now let's talk about what life is like for these penguins in the wild. The waters of Antarctica are beautiful, but very harsh. Emperor penguins there have to watch out for killer whales and leopard seals who see the penguins as the perfect meal. And it's not just in the water where danger lies. On the ice above, giant petrels are always looking for a chance to grab a young penguin. But predators aren't their only challenge. The place they live is incredibly harsh too. The changing climate and melting ice put their homes and food supply at risk, making it harder for them to raise their chicks safely away from the cold and predators. To really get how special emperor penguins are, we need to look closely at their way of life, what they eat, and how important they are to the Antarctic world. It's super important to protect these amazing birds and their cold homes to make sure they stick around for many years to come. By focusing on saving emperor penguins, we're doing more than just looking out for these incredible animals for people to enjoy in the future. We're also taking care of an essential part of our planet's natural wonders. This work helps to keep our world's wildlife balanced, letting us all enjoy the beauty and magic of different animals.